First fruit, what is it? It is the proceed, the first proceed of the sales of a product or services you rendered. Now, I created a product. I make shoes. I make blocks. I make furnitures. First, after I've released this thing that is bought, the profit. Remember when somebody buys something and he pays 15,000? In the 15,000, there might be part of the cost. Am I correct? So 15,000 might not be the first fruit. Out of the 15,000, I know what is the cost of the chair. First fruit is on all your increase, not on your capital. Now, the chair cost me 8,000 to build. But can you imagine now, somebody has just this product, they just came and bought 2. I remove 8,000, and add what is on top, 15,000, 7,000. I have 14,000 naira first fruit. The rest of your sales is your business. What is first fruit? First fruit is the beginning or the beginner of anything. It is the pioneer of any endeavor and the first result or benefit that comes from it. It is the first benefit or income that comes during the first occurrence of anything. The first occurrence of anything. The first occurrence of anything. I just found out that this 2007, I've been a good pastor, a good teacher, but for the first time, God breaks me into a healing anointing. And it just hit in one program. Cripples, people are. And first thing, somebody brings me something. I was healed in this. And this is the first time this is happening in my life. Collect that and go and give it to God. First fruit always guarantees longevity. It secures God in the scene. You know, Suzuki company owed the first car you guys sold in Nigeria. The profit of that car was God's property. You asked us to come and lay foundation and altar on that place. The first car, all those times want to break through, you have seized that first car. You raise an altar, the first car, the profit of it was God's. Next time somebody brings you into whatever, tell him there is a principle that is spiritual. You may not understand it, but if you want me to help you seize the territory, just allow me to do this. You're not going to lose your money. What you're going to lose is that you're not going to make any profit on the first car you sell. You won't make a profit on it, Oga, because if you don't own the company, Oga. But if Joseph wants to make Potiphar prosper, operate the Jewish covenant of prosperity. Don't operate the Egyptian covenant. That's why after he sees it, he's going to leave you alone. He's going to trust your judgment. When Jacob went with Laban, he prospered Laban so much. And the only problem is that these men never, recompense them. They never reward them based on what they were bringing into their company. So finally, in all cases, God had to, after some years, free them to go and do things for themselves. That's what happened. Working for the hidden. But you, a covenant man that is working for hidden, can cause tremendous prosperity to come to him because you can bring God in. Tell him, okay, you're not losing anything. But what you're going to lose is that first profit you want to. Don't worry about it. You're going to seize the market. Give it to God. Because the principle of the first fruit said, once the first has been blessed, the blessing heeds the rest. Once the first have been cursed, the curse will heed the rest. It's the first fruit that produces generational curse in families. Like in your family, Chike, you are the first fruit of that family. The foundation, the beginner, the progenitor, the pioneer of anything is the first fruit. I'm the first fruit of Dominion City. If I want to ruin the life of these pastors, I can start, just go put hands in things and incur a curse. But once the first fruit is holy, Romans chapter 11 verse 16, put it up. For if the first fruit be holy, the lump is also holy. If the root be holy, so are the branches. Just don't let the disease hit the foundation. Don't let it hit the root. The rest are safe. That's the principle of first fruit. You take that first to connect the blessing to the rest. For example, Ezekiel 44 verse 30 said, the first fruit causes the anointing, the blessing, to rest on your whole family. Put it up. Let them see. Ezekiel 44 verse 30. When you take the first fruit to the priest, this is what it does. It causes the anointing. The first fruit of the first of all the first fruit of all things, every oblation of every sort of your oblation shall be the priest. You shall give unto the priest the first of your dough. What is the purpose? That it will cause the blessing to rest in thy house. It doesn't cause the blessing to rest only on the man. It causes a blessing that is a family, a generational thing, to rest on thy house. The whole house is family. It doesn't cause, first fruit doesn't bring a blessing on me. It causes a blessing on David and Joshua and Pastor Sarah and all of that. It causes a whole family to tap into something. It's the Lord that caused Adam to give us all his sins. Where you were not there when he ate the forbidden fruit, but the first fruit of the human family was Adam. The first fruit of the new creation is Christ. Now, you will see how it worked. Romans chapter 5 verse 17. When Adam sinned, everybody sinned. When Jesus obeyed God and became righteous, all of us were declared righteous. If the foundation be destroyed, what would the righteous do? Any problem that is in the foundation has affected the whole building. Anything that is in the root has affected the whole tree. Anything that affects the first fruit affects the whole. When a year is begun with the first fruit, you procure the blessing for the whole year. For if by one man's offense, death reigned by one, much more they which receive abundance. Verse 18. Therefore, as by the offense of one man, judgment came upon all men to condemnation. Even so, by the righteousness of one, free gift came upon all men unto justification. That's why Jesus is our first fruit. He is called first begotten from the dead. He is called first begotten. And 1 Corinthians 15 said, the reason we are guaranteed the resurrection is because he rose. If our first fruit didn't come out, forget about it, you die, you are gone. First fruit is any person or anything that lays the foundation of a breakthrough or an experience. It is the foundation or the firstborn of an experience, the firstborn of a family, the firstborn of fruits, the firstborn of trees, the firstborn of animals, the firstborn of ministries, business, whatever. It is the first occurrence of something. So, I have been a manager, but somewhere it just promotes me to this general manager, first fruit, or maybe to president, whatever, first fruit. You can't lock me out with company politics. Like Jonathan, and they just, what he can give God now, if he's truly believing to be a president, is seed faith. He needs to go somewhere with sacrifice and pull some strings supernaturally. And also promise God that he will do well and this and that for his kingdom. And God can kill somebody just to give you something. I'm telling you, it's something he doesn't do. It's something. But if he gets the position, the first thing is, what is the first benefit that comes to me because of this office? He carries it and go and honor God. Then you can't remove him. You can give God first fruit of the womb, of animal, of trees, of a career, of a ministry, of a business, of an idea, of a breakthrough, of a contract, of a project, of a product, of services rendered, of a gift, of an innovation, of a promotion, of a position, of a salary, of an investment. First fruit is first of everything, not the tenth of everything. It is different from the tithes.